الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله.
والقلم وما يسطرون.
Noon, by the pen, and that which they write therewith.
من المؤمنين أنفسهم إن الله اشترى من المؤمنين أنفسهم إن الله اشترى من المؤمنين أنفسهم وأموالهم بأن لهم الجنة يقاتلون في سبيل الله فيقتلون ويقتلون وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن وعدا عليه حقا في التوراة والإنجيل والقرآن ومن أوفى بعهده من الله فاستبشروا ببيعكم الذي بايعتم به وذلك هو الفوز العظيم. التائبون العابدون الحامدون السائحون الراكعون الساجدون الآمرون بالمعروف والناهون عن المنكر والحافظون لحدود الله وبشر المؤمنين. ما كان للنبي والذين آمنوا أن يستغفروا للمشركين أن يستغفروا للمشركين ولو كانوا أولي قربى من بعد ما تبين لهم أنهم أصحاب الجحيم. وما كان استغفار إبراهيم لأبيه إلا عن موعدة وعدها إياه فلما تبين له أنه عدو لله تبرأ منه إن إبراهيم لأواه حليم. وما كان الله ليضل قوما بعد إذ هداهم حتى يبين لهم ما يتقون إن الله بكل شيء عليم. إن الله له ملك السماوات والأرض يحيي ويميت. وما لكم من دون الله من ولي ولا نصير. لقد تاب الله على النبي والمهاجرين والأنصار الذين اتبعوه في ساعة العسرة من بعد ما كاد يزيغ قلوب فريق منهم ثم تاب عليهم إنه بهم رءوف رحيم. وعلى الثلاثة الذين خلفوا حتى إذا ضاقت عليهم الأرض بما رحبت وضاقت عليهم أنفسهم وظنوا أن لا ملجأ من الله إلا إليه ثم تاب عليهم ليتوبوا إن الله هو التواب الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وكونوا مع الصادقين.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أرحم الراحمين. صوتيات البشرى الإسلامية تقدم بيانات الإمام المهدي المنتظر ناصر محمد اليماني. هذا البيان يلقيه إليكم أحد أنصاره إلى الله، والبيان بعنوان:
إمامي الغالي، هل لك أن تحدثني عن حقيقة هاروت وماروت؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. وإنما الاسم هاروت أحد أسماء الشيطان بالكتاب، وهو ذاته إبليس. وأتبع الملك ماروت لأن ماروت كان الخليفة البدل من بعد آدم، وسرعان ما وقع في الفتنة بسبب الشهوة التي أوجدها الله فيه بعد أن حوله إلى إنسان، ولكنه كان من الملائكة. ويزعم أن لو اصطفاه الله خليفة أنه لن يفسد في الأرض أبدا، بل هو كان من أشد المستنكرين. كيف يصطفي الله آدم خليفة ويرى أنه أولى من آدم؟ فهو من الملائكة، خلقه الله من نور، ثم جعله الله بشرا وكان من الملائكة. وسرعان ما اتبع هواه، وللأسف يئس من رحمة الله، ثم أتبعه الشيطان ودعاه إلى الكفر والانضمام معه، ثم كفر بالله. وقال الله تعالى: واتلوا عليهم نبأ الذي آتيناه آياتنا فانسلخ منها فأتبعه الشيطان فكان من الغاوين. ولو شئنا لرفعناه بها ولكنه أخلد إلى الأرض واتبع هواه، فمثله كمثل الكلب إن تحمل عليه يلهث أو تتركه يلهث، ذلك مثل القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا، فاقصص القصص لعلهم يتفكرون. ساء مثلا القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا وأنفسهم كانوا يظلمون. من يهد الله فهو المهتد، ومن يضلل فأولئك هم الخاسرون. ولقد ذرأنا لجهنم كثيرا من الجن والإنس، لهم قلوب لا يفقهون بها، ولهم أعين لا يبصرون بها، ولهم آذان لا يسمعون بها. أولئك كالأنعام بل هم أضل، أولئك هم الغافلون. صدق الله العظيم. وهؤلاء الاثنان في النار هاروت وقبيله ماروت، تصديقا لقول الله تعالى: كمثل الشيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر فلما كفر قال إني بريء منك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين. فكان عاقبتهما أنهما في النار خالدين فيها، وذلك جزاء الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. وذريتهم يأجوج ومأجوج، بالإضافة إلى ذرية بينهم هجين، أمهاتهم من ذريات الملك هاروت وهو الشيطان، وآباؤهم من شياطين البشر لديكم. وهؤلاء الصنفين شياطين الإنس والجن يعملون على إضلال الإنس والجن بالأرض ذات المشرقين، وكانوا يصدقوهم بظنهم أن لن يجرؤوا على الكذب على الله، ولذلك كانوا يصدقونهم، ولم يكشف لهم حقيقتهم إلا القرآن العظيم، وقبل أن يسمعوه كانوا يصدقونهم، ولذلك قالوا: وأنا ظننا أن لن تقول الإنس والجن على الله كذبا. صدق الله العظيم. بمعنى أن الجن كانوا يصدقون صنفا آخر وهم شياطين الجن وشياطين الإنس، وكان يصدقهم الإنس والجن بظنهم أنهم لن يجرؤوا أن يقولوا على الله كذبا. وكذلك كان يصدقهم صنفا من الإنس وهم من ذرية ماروت، ويعبدون الشياطين من دون الله فزادوهم رهقا. المهم، لدينا في الأرض ذات المشرقين ما يلي: أولا، عالم الجن الشياطين، وأباهم هو الملك كان من الجن وهو الملك هاروت. ثانيا، وعالم الإنس كان أبوهم من الملائكة وهو الملك ماروت، فصار إنسان وذريته يعبدون الشياطين. ثالثا، وعالم آخر شياطين البشر ذريات أناس منكم وأمهاتهم إناث الشياطين، ولكن أباؤهم منكم من شياطين البشر، وقد استكثروا إناث الشياطين من ذرية الإنس، تصديقا لقول الله تعالى: ويوم يحشرهم جميعا يا معشر الجن قد استكثرتم من الإنس. وقال أولياؤهم من الإنس: ربنا استمتع بعضنا ببعض وبلغنا أجلنا الذي أجلت لنا، قال النار مثواكم خالدين فيها إلا ما شاء الله إن ربك حكيم عليم. والملك ماروت هو الإنسان الذي قال له الشيطان اكفر فكفر، وليس المقصود به آدم بل خليفة من بعد آدم، وإنما جعله الله إنسانا ذو شهوة واتبع هواه بادئ الأمر، ثم أتبعه الشيطان ودعاه إلى الكفر وخدعه أن الله لن يغفر له فيئس من رحمة الله. وذلك هو المقصود من قول الله تعالى: كمثل الشيطان إذ قال للإنسان اكفر فلما كفر قال إني بريء منك إني أخاف الله رب العالمين، فكان عاقبتهما أنهما في النار خالدين فيها، وذلك جزاء الظالمين. صدق الله العظيم. ولذلك تجدون الآية بالمثنى: أولئك هم الملك هاروت وماروت وذرياتهم يأجوج ومأجوج، وخليط منكم أمهاتهم من إناث الشياطين وآباؤهم من البشر من هذا العالم لديكم، الذين ترونهم كذلك يفسدون في الأرض ولا يرقبوا في مؤمن إلا ولا ذمة. والملك ماروت من ذريته مأجوج بالأرض ذات المشرقين، وهم بشر، وهم المقصودون بقول الله تعالى: وأنهم ظنوا كما ظننتم أن لن يبعث الله أحدا. صدق الله العظيم. وللأسف يعبدون الشياطين من دون الله، تصديقا لقول الله تعالى عما قاله الجن عن أخبار عالم الأرض ذات المشرقين الذين استمعوا للقرآن: وأنه كان رجال من الإنس يعوذون برجال من الجن فزادوهم رهقا، وأنهم ظنوا كما ظننتم أن لن يبعث الله أحدا. صدق الله العظيم. وكان مكرهم الأول أن أحدهم يقول أنه الله والآخر المسيح ابن الله، ولكن الجن اكتشفت هذه الحقيقة يوم استمعوا للقرآن، ولذلك قالوا: وأنه تعالى جد ربنا ما اتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا، وأنه كان يقول سفيهنا على الله شططا، وأنا ظننا أن لن تقول الإنس والجن على الله كذبا. صدق الله العظيم. ويقصدون بسفيههم هو الشيطان الذي ادعى الربوبية واتخذ صاحبة وولدا، ولكن الجن لا يعلمون مطلقا بنبي الله المسيح عيسى بن مريم صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، وأجري عليه تكتيم كامل من الشياطين وقبيله عن المسيح عيسى بن مريم صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، وذلك حتى لا يكتشف أمر مكرهم في فتنة المسيح الكذاب، والذي سوف يقول أنه المسيح عيسى بن مريم وهو كذاب، ولذلك يسمى المسيح الكذاب. لأن الشيطان يريد أن يقول أنه المسيح عيسى بن مريم ويدعي الربوبية، وأجرى تكتيم كامل عن عوالم الأرض ذات المشرقين عن بعث المسيح عيسى بن مريم الحق صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم، لدرجة أن الجن كانوا يظنوا أن محمدا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم ابتعثه الله من بعد نبي الله موسى، فهم لا يعلمون أن الله ابتعث محمد رسول الله من بعد عيسى. ولذلك قص الله لنا ما قاله الجن لقومهم، وقال الله تعالى: وإذ صرفنا إليك نفرا من الجن يستمعون القرآن فلما حضروه قالوا أنصتوا فلما قضي ولوا إلى قومهم منذرين قالوا يا قومنا إنا سمعنا كتابا أنزل من بعد موسى مصدقا لما بين يديه يهدي إلى الحق وإلى طريق مستقيم. صدق الله العظيم. ولله حكمة من ذلك أن أخبرنا أن الجن لا يعلمون أن القرآن أنزل من بعد عيسى، ومن ثم علمنا بمكر الشيطان الرجيم وخطته المستقبلية بإذن الله، وسوف أفشل مكره بإذن الله جميعا، وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون. واعلموا أن عوالم الأرض ذات المشرقين صنف منهم من الإنس كان أباهم من الملائكة، وصنف هجين إنس أمهاتهم من ذريات الشياطين، وآباؤهم من شياطين البشر لديكم، وهم يعلمون ما يفعلون مع إناث الشياطين. أولئك الذين غيروا خلق الله طاعة لأمر الشيطان، ويعبدون بنات إبليس من دون الله تصديقا لقول الله تعالى: ومن يشرك بالله فقد ضل ضلالا بعيدا. إن يدعون من دونه إلا إناثا وإن يدعون إلا شيطانا مريدا لعنه الله، وقال: لأتخذن من عبادك نصيبا مفروضا. صدق الله العظيم. فأولئك نصيب الشيطان منكم، يعبدون الطاغوت من دون الله وهم يعلمون، وذرياتهم يضلون الجن والإنس بالأرض ذات المشرقين، ويفترون على الله بغير الحق وهم يعلمون. وكانت الجن تصدقهم بظن منهم أنه لن يتجرأ بالكذب على الله أحد كما يكذب عليكم آباؤهم هاهنا وأضلوكم عن الصراط المستقيم، ويقولون على الله الكذب وهم يعلمون. فهل فهمت الخبر وبيان المهدي المنتظر للذكر أيها الباحث عن الحق المحترم؟ نور الله قلبك وطهرك وبصرك بالحق وثبتك على الصراط المستقيم. أحيطكم علما أن لو يشاء الله لجعل منكم أنتم ملائكة في الأرض يخلفون، تصديقا لقول الله تعالى: ولو نشاء لجعلنا منكم ملائكة في الأرض يخلفون. صدق الله العظيم. وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين. الإمام المهدي ناصر محمد اليماني.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
بسم الله عليه توكلنا.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. هذا صوت الإسلام، قناة أخبار الإمام المهدي ناصر محمد اليماني عليه السلام. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما، والصلاة والسلام على إمامنا خاتم خلفاء الله أجمعين، صاحب علم الكتاب، من أتاه ربه علم الكتاب وفصل الخطاب. حضرات حضرات الإخوان الكرام، السادة والسيدات، مرحبا بكم في هذا اللقاء المفتوح لهذه الليلة، الذي هو عبارة عن منبر حر وخط مفتوح لجميع الأخوان الأنصار، يعني من جميع اللغات. فيعني الحمد لله فكرنا بما أن الليلة يعني كان لنا لقاء قصير مع أخونا سمير، لأنها كانت أول مرة بالنسبة له يقوم بها ببث حي. فلذلك بعدما انتهى البث المباشر للمساء أردت أن أعطي فرصة لإخواننا الآخرين من مختلف بلدان العالم، وربما من اليمن الشقيق، لأن وصلتني بعض الأخبار أن أوقات البث التي نقوم بها عادة الساعة 7 بتوقيت غرينويتش ربما مبكرة جدا عن إخواننا في اليمن ليقولون أن عندهم ضغط على شبكة الإنترنت. فلذلك إن شاء الله فتحنا القناة الليلة لما عساه أن يكون فيه خيرا. ومرحبا بجميع إخواني، أرجو أن الصوت يصلكم جيدا. المهم الليلة معي على الخط أنصاريان من الأخوان المكرمان، أختنا نادية والأخ رادية جزاك الله خير. الأخت رادية وهي من الأنصار قد سبق واتصلت ليلة أمس، وكذلك معي الأخ إدريس مشكوران حضر معي الآن، ولهم بعض التعليقات والآراء والاقتراحات، فلكم المجال. تفضل. You are welcome, if you want to say something, in English or in Arabic, both, you are always welcome.
إن شاء الله.
المجال مفتوح لكم. السلام.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Okay, so we are having how many brothers in the room? I think we've got only 3 for the time being. Maybe some other brothers are watching, but they are not logged in. So
yes, it apparently because it's too late now at the time.
Yeah.
In your area.
Yeah, for me it's midnight. I am in Europe, at the middle of all of it.
It's 11 p.m. UK here, 11:20.
You know what? Actually, it's a good thing that Sister Radia joined us tonight, because I think I have got a good news for you, a glad tiding.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Ever heard about Royal City nearby Detroit?
Royal City?
Yeah.
No, I know about Zion City in Michigan, but I don't know about Royal City.
Royal City.
I'm not too familiar with Michigan too much because I just visited twice and don't know much.
Neither am I, but actually I never knew that there was such a city called Royal City, in the United States. And I looked it up on Google Maps, and that was I think 8 years ago. And the reason for that is Imam alayhi salam told me he'll be going there, because he had a very clear vision that he'll be visiting the United States after the crossing of planet Nibiru, after planet Sigil. And he told me that the part of the United States will remain intact, so that there will be less damage in that place. Even though he told me that he'll be landing in New York and he'll be moving up there to the west, because Royal City is somewhere in the west. And I presume...
Yeah, there's a Royal City in the state of Washington.
Exactly, that's the one I mean.
Yeah. Not Michigan.
What? And there'll be no damage there.
It'll be less damage. It will still exist.
It's in the center of the state of Washington.
Okay, exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah, that's why when because I said it's about 8 years ago, and I had so much in between, so my memory is really yeah. But that's the one. That's exactly the one. So when you told me this morning that you are from the west of
far northwest,
yes. Northwest. So I thought that part, and that's why I'm giving you the glad tiding, because I think,
thank you. I didn't know about this statement. I wish I could find it and read about it. It's interesting. Well, thank you for letting me know.
This is something intimate, It's from my
Subhanallah.
brother, Imam alayhi salam. Yeah, it's something between me and him. So
Okay, that was.
I'm repeating this to you to give you the glad
Thank
tidings.
you.
Inshallah.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah,
Okay.
inshallah, it'll be my pleasure
Yeah.
to wait for that day.
So you are not far away from there. I think if it is a matter of an hour or something.
No, it's much more. It's I think it's beyond the Cascade Mountains we have because we're on the west of the Cascade. Maybe this one in the east of Washington, east of Cascades.
Okay.
Which is we are kind of in between the Olympic Mountains and the Cascade Mountains. We have the peninsula, that is between us and the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
But we have the Puget Sound in our area where we live.
Actually, he won't be alone. You know, you have to prepare also for other guests. So
we'll look forward for that.
Yeah, Imam alayhi salam, he'll be together with the Messiah, peace and blessing be upon him, and with the minister of the Messiah.
Yes, we're looking forward to meet them all. Ameen.
Wallah, he told me that, you know, it's a promise. Inshallah, he'll be making a world tour with Isa alayhi salam and with the companions of the cave, inshallah.
Yeah, Ameen, inshallah.
The only thing at the time I told them where I'm going to keep them, you know, the companions of the cave. These are giants.
Yes, subhanallah.
These are really...
Allah will... the Imam said that there are going to be new means of technology and it's going to make it much easier and life is going to be much happier and much peaceful after the crossing, the passage of Planet X. There'll be catalysm and stuff like that, but afterwards it'll be good life.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, what he's talking, it's known to the people in the West by the Golden Age. You're talking about the Golden Age that the humanity is going to experience, inshallah, with Imam Mahdi and the Messiah, alayhi salam, you know.
Inshallah.
Well, it's very interesting that we're talking about this because, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but there's a movie that came out, and you know the city El Dorado that you told me to research before? El Dorado was the main plot of the movie, and it's this new Black Panther movie, you know, and there's a lot of you know, a lot of black people are very interested in the movie, very excited about it. Very popular movie in the
I
US.
don't watch movies. I've heard about El Dorado, but I don't know much. So I just like to stick what the Imam says in his
it's just interesting because the movie was about, you know, Hollow Earth, and it was very much
Hollow Earth, yeah. And there's also about the lost city of. There's always been a search for the golden city, and they know, but they hide the truth. It exists, as Allah said in the Quran, that it's full. Their doors and their roofs of gold and silver. That's the homes in the inner city, in the inner earth, I mean. So life is in the heaven, in the heavenly earth, which is in the whole earth, much luscious and green and peaceful and rich, and which is dominated by Satan. But he'll lose it soon. It's because it belongs to Allah. It doesn't belong to him. He's going to claim it's his, and he's going to tempt people and seduce them to worship him in order to let them in. But those who believe him, they'll lose, and they will go with him to hellfire. So we should be steadfast and strong, not to believe his temptation and his false lies, so we don't fall in his sin and go to hell with him.
All right, yeah, exactly. But Brother Idris, may I ask you, did you watch the movie I've done from the statements of Imam that the crossing will uncover the lost city of gold, El Dorado. Have you seen that?
Yes, yes, yes. That's the. I watched that video, and
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I really liked it.
actually, I'm not Hollywood. I don't have all the means that they have, you know.
Oh
So
yeah.
I can imagine the difference. There must be a big difference between our movies and their movies, eh?
Yeah, I was it was good, you know, but they definitely showed the technology. They had a metal and they called it vibranium, you know, and it had flying cars and trains and you know bulletproof and stuff. So it was very good, man.
You know, the day whenever this great deception will emerge from the whole earth, uh, there is things not beyond the imagination. That's what I mean. That we could have never imagined, which will come out of this
Yes.
whole earth. You know, because according to the research, I've been doing research for many years about the whole earth. The problem about the information, it is spread all over the place. You don't find it in one single website. You have to look, multiple websites, and look also in ancient manuscripts, because there were explorers who went there, down there, and they wrote books about what they saw, you know. And the most explorers, they went through the northern polar gate to the whole earth. The one in the south, actually, the most known expedition was the expedition of Admiral Byrd in 1946, when they went on to the called Untold War of Antarctica, you know.
Yeah, he went to the North Pole too at first. Then his second trip, he went to the South Pole.
Right, yes, true. It was, the first was in 1938, I think 36, somewhere around there, you know. And the second one, because it was immediately after the Second World War was finished.
True, yes.
And actually it was not completely finished, because, you know, they were just gathering all the tanker and the cleaning up all the field and all that. And it seems that the Congress, they got information, you know, secret information, that the threat of the Nazis is not over yet. And so Admiral Byrd, in front of the Congress, he gave a speech. He said, there is a threat to the United States and Canada. It seems that we do have technology that's capable of flying from the South Pole to the North Pole within a few minutes. And we better look into this because they were thinking that the Nazi fled from Germany, from Europe. They went first to Argentina because they gathered intelligence. They were following them because the top elites from the Nazi, they fled first to Argentina, and from there they went to the South Pole, and they formed what they called a base, Schwabenland base, exactly. So that's why they had to rush down to the South Pole, and they took 3 plane carriers. They had men and dog sledges, and you know, it's a long story actually. I could go on and on, but to make a long story short, it was an opportunity for Admiral Byrd to fly inside the whole earth through the southern polar gate, and he was met with an alien technology. These guys flying in flying saucers, and they forced him to land. And he had a meeting with the king of the whole earth, okay? And later on, of course, I mean, there has been a discussion between them. There was a treaty, because he came back with a treaty that was given to him by the king of the whole earth. And La ilaha illallah Sayyidina Muhammad Rasulullah. Later on, immediately when he returned to the United States, he was put in quarantine. He could not.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know, he left his personal diary to his daughter, who published some of it.
Right.
And it confirms exactly what awaited Imam Mahdi Nasser Muhammad al-Yemeni was sharing with us, alhamdulillah, you know. So we do have the material proof, even beyond what our Imam has explained to us. So all this story of Admiral Byrd, and there are other evidence, of course. I mean, I could go, if we speak about the Third Reich, Hitler and the Tula Society, and the gates that were discovered on the Tibet mountains, which are a tunnel that lead to the Hollow Earth, to the land of Agartha. It's exactly what our beloved Imam was describing, you know.
Right.
Over to you, please. Go. I don't want to hug the mic for myself for all the time, so if you want to add something, please go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, Idris, if you have anything about this topic, if you want to talk, or you...
Well, it's you know, it's amazing. You know, I think it's amazing to hear about, you know, him having a meeting with the king of the south of the Hollow Earth. You know, I didn't know, because it's very you know, there's very little information about what happened to Admiral Byrd and stuff. So I didn't find anything, you know, about what you just said about him being in quarantine. You know, so.
Yes, it's true that they usually, when there's something like this, extraterrestrial encounter with, whether it's in the Navy or anybody in the military, when they have such incidents with the aliens, which we call them jinn, they usually isolate them and they debrief them, and they would have a sworn statement that they cannot share this knowledge with anyone.
Exactly.
And if they do, it'll cost them their life, their salary, their position. They will throw them out, and they will be dead, you know, better than being alive. So that's why when there is many of these incidents happen, there will be silence. And when they are on their deathbed, they will open their mouth, and you know, the cat will be out of the bag, like they say.
Yeah. But
and you know.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
You know, I was thinking with all, you know, these things going on, I had a wonder, because, you know, Allah says in the Quran, you know, if you have a problem, you should seek a way, you know, to travel across the world or inside of the earth. And I was thinking, you know, if I saved up, you know, if I went and, you know, learned how to sail a boat, and I sailed to the South Pole, inshallah, do you think it's possible that I could go to Hollow Earth? Because I really want to go, you know.
Yeah, and the Quran, Allah specifically explains that it's a tunnel in the earth, which is the whole earth. It's like in the shape of a tunnel, a huge tunnel inside the earth.
Yeah,
that has two exits in the North Pole and the South Pole.
Actually, it goes a bit round. You know, it's a tunnel, but it goes
but a huge
according,
one.
You know, to the shape of the globe of the Earth. So the tunnel, you know, it's the diameter of the polar entrance is about 425 kilometers.
Actually, the Imam said that the moon size can fit in that opening of the whole earth.
Yeah,
it's huge. But I don't know in meters, like you're saying. I cannot specify because I don't know exactly the moon size. We should search it, Google it.
Anyway, you know, La ilaha illallah.
No, I'm sorry that I interrupt your thoughts.
No problem. But for Brother Idris, if you want to sail on a boat, the only way is the northern polar gate, because The southern polar gate actually is on land. Okay, it's on the continent of Antarctica. So you have a mean to walk.
So wait, if you can walk there.
You can walk, but you need to have a sledge, dog sledge.
Actually, there is evidence.
I'm serious. If I go, you think is it possible to survive? Because I'll go, you know.
Ooh, what are you talking about? Minus 50 degrees in the Antarctica.
Yeah, it is too cold, but I may interrupt here if you don't mind. I've had, exact information about this area that in the South Pole that is warm, no ice in it, and there's an opening, and they found remains of living beings that like potteries and stuff like that, which is that it proves that there's people that or living beings who are in that opening that go and live inside. So it was amazing that they say, oh, the Antarctica is all covered in ice, but no, in that specific area that is close to the opening of the South Pole, for the inner Earth, it has no snow in it.
You see, this is
because the warmth that comes from that hole, from the hollow Earth.
This is the same, when people they speak about the Golden Age, they jump immediately to the Golden Age and how beautiful it is and everything, omitting what we have to go across first in order to reach that phase of the Golden Age. And so, when you said the entrance, surrounding the entrance, and once you enter the whole Earth, it's going to be a whole other world. It is the Garden of Eden. It was reported in Admiral Byrd in his diary that they found vegetation, and the more they got further into the whole Earth,
and animals,
they found the mammoth, this ancient elephant with the long hair, the mammoth,
long tusks, and
exactly. And further, when they went even further on, they had exotic birds, and this was also reported in the North Pole in the expedition. I can't remember exactly, but there were two guys who went down there, and they were reporting kind of birds. They never thought that they would exist, these birds.
Yes. There's new species that we've never knew, and they exist.
Exactly. They were completely confused. They say, where are we? Are we in the North Pole, in the ice, and in this? That?
Yeah, and they found nice, luscious, and warm areas in that North Pole.
And now,
science now proves even those who are inhabiting the North Pole, like the Eskimos, or in the north of Russia. But they say the elks, they travel north in the winter, which is, they get confused.
Exactly.
Why would they go far north? But because they know there is area where it's luscious and green and there's water. And also the birds that migrate, they go farther north in the winter.
Those who went into the expedition through the northern polar gate, what they were reporting, because they were also looking the source where these icebergs are being formed. They wanted to know whether it is the rain that comes from heaven that is the source of those big icebergs, or is it somewhere else? But what they were reporting, and they brought pieces. They were reporting there was a lot of pollen, what we call pollen from the trees.
Yes.
And it made me immediately think about a chapter, Ar-Rahman, the most gracious in the Holy Quran, which our Imam alayhi salam has explained to us from it, Ard al-Rahu wal-Anam, this hollow earth. And it was mentioned in chapter the most gracious that فيها الحب ذو العصف والريحان. الحب ذو العصف والريحان. These are I think it's called in English pollen. And I have to go back, to the book that was written by this guy. It was really exactly the description that was given in Surah Al-Rahman in the Holy Quran.
Subhanallah, yes.
SubhanAllah.
Subhanallah.
So, are you still decided, Idris, to go down there?
I want to go, man. You know, because I've been thinking. You know, Imran Hussein, right, and his followers.
Yeah.
They believe in this Muslim village thing, right? And they want to, they want to go and they want to, build farms and live off the land,
Mm-hmm.
And I've been thinking of, trying to find a way to do this, but with the supporters, have a community who can support each other and be until the time comes and Allah's promise comes, or a place where everyone could be safe. I've been looking out, maybe to get land somewhere and try and build something and invite supporters and stuff, But if you can go to Hollow Earth, man, why not just go,
Yeah. You are rushing things up, but just be patient. Just be patient. Who knows?
Yes, yes.
Exactly, because our beloved Imam, peace and blessing be upon him, he said we'll be going down there, and we know at the entrance of the northern polar gate, we'll find the angel Jibreel alayhi salam waiting for us, and we're gonna go inside there and gonna take it over from those who are living inside of it, because it does not belong to them. Normally it belongs to us, the human being. Allah gave it to us, this Garden of Eden. So who knows, maybe Brother Idris, you will be among those who will be joining the Imam in that expedition to go get
Inshallah.
back. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
That'd be amazing.
It's going to be for all who knew the truth, and God said that we're going to inherit it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It'll be a life of plentiful, good life and of comfort and luscious and peace, which is
so let me
much
ask
of all.
you this. Those people now today that let's say someone who has a good character tries to be a good Muslim, but let's say they heard the call of the Imam and they rejected him, without I guess giving him a chance to understand his message. Well, do we know if those type of people will be given a chance to go to the Hollow Earth?
You know what? Hold that thought, brother. There, hold that thought. We're gonna do some little musical break, and we'll come back. And I hope Sister Radia will answer you on that question. Okay?
Okay.
So see you in a while after this musical break. Thank you.
Yeah, so what you want to know exactly, Brother Idris? passage,
Assalamu alaikum wa
then they will
rahmatullah.
inherit the land. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalam. We are back, brothers and sisters. Assalamu alaikum جميعا اخواني اخواتي الكرام. مرحبا بكم في هذا اللقاء الجديد الذي لم يكن في الحقيقة مبرمج، ولكن إن شاء الله أردنا أن تكون القناة حية ويكون هنالك حوار كي يتأنس الإخوان ويجدون الاستماع إلى بيانات الإمام عليه السلام وعلومه. الليلة منبر مفتوح وحوار حر لمن أراد الاتصال. معي الآن الأنصاريان الأخوان راضية برضوان الله سبحانه بالنعيم الأعظم، وأخونا إدريس. وكنا في حديث حول الأرض المجوفة وحول تفاصيل عنها إن شاء الله. وقبل الفاصل الموسيقي كان أخي إدريس قد توجه بالسؤال، وإن شاء الله الآن الأخت راضية تجيب على تساؤلي. المجال مفتوح لكما. It is for you to go ahead and please continue the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you. Sister Raja was actually, explaining that, only Allah knows, the heart of the person, but that, the true supporters and the true Muslims who believe the truth, I think you said, right, that, Allah would save them and protect them, and that they would inherit Allah promised that they would inherit the land.
Yes, and will be better life for them for a while, when as Allah promised us that all the people will become Muslims, submissive to Allah. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah. But afterwards, that's why the Imam is very careful that he doesn't want the people to go back to disbelieve after Dajjal comes out. But even if Shaitan or Satan himself, Dajjal, after he dies and life becomes much peaceful and all the people as faithful Muslims and will inherit the land and live in it, but yet later on, after all the Imam and the pass away and the righteous ones, unfortunately, on the long run, they're gonna go back to disbelief. And then when the final hour will rise at those people, it will be the end of the world. So the passage is not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be a new beginning. Only the end of the life of the satanic entities, whether they are human beings or jinn, as long as they are satanic and evil and they hate Allah's pleasure, and they work hard to displease God and violate His commandments in His books, they will be, it's going to be the end of them. But the righteous ones who would continue and live on, that's why the Imam, he is so careful. He says that the Ansar, who are the worshipper of Allah's greatest bliss, as soon as they die, he's going to make sure they are buried in an unknown graves, so they won't be worshipped by those who are ignorant, who going to come after them. And they say, oh, those righteous people, let's call on them and ask them to intercede for us with Allah. And this is going to take them back to shirk.
Exactly, yeah. It is actually history that's going to repeat itself, because
unfortunately,
our beloved Imam, peace and blessing be upon him, has explained where this tradition of worshipping the graves and what we call the saints came from. It says it came from ancient civilization. They had their prophets who performed miracle by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-mu'jizat. And so once they passed away, the people after them, you know, they took statues of these prophets, of these saint people, and they started worshipping them. And the truth that these were servants of Allah who were very obedient to Allah, to the point that they could perform miracles given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in order to convince the believers that these people were not telling the truth or faking the message of monotheism that they brought to the people, you know. Yeah. Jazakallah. I agree with you, sister. Yes, completely right. Yeah.
So we just want to make sure to, when this passage go, and afterwards, we need to teach and inform the people who survived to stay steadfast and try to be careful not to be deceived by Lucifer, because the Imam taught us that there's going to be a first resurrection. I don't know if we ever brought this subject on live stream.
We brought it for a short while. We did not go in depth in the first resurrection, but I mean, we could go, Yeah,
the first resurrection, it's not the final one when people, when the hour comes and everybody dies, and it'll be the final resurrection for all the past people and the upcoming people after this passage. But this first resurrection is only for those who died in the past, and they regret their shortcoming with Allah, that they didn't do their duties as they should, and they end up being in hell because they wronged themselves, and they regret and they wish to come back. And Allah will bring them back on this first resurrection after the passage. That we're gonna be seeing people from the old nations, and maybe people that you knew who wronged themselves and they died in our lifetime too. Right. So they will be, as Allah chooses, who will come back. And those people, when they have the resurrection and come to life, Satan, he's going to claim that he resurrected them. He's God. He brought them back to life, and he would demand them to worship him. So we need to have, that's why the Imam is teaching his students, the Ansar, we call them the best foremost supporters, to know about these details so they can be informed and teach others who doesn't know about these things, so they don't be deceived by Satan and from this huge fitna.
Right, sister. If I may interject here, please.
Yes, please.
Brother Idris was mentioning a while ago Sheikh Imran Hussein. He's very well known on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
One thing today, I was watching a video made by someone called the prosecutor, and I think he visited the channel the other day, and he was on the chat. But you know, he was showing Imran Hussein in one of his lectures, confirming the fact that the Dajjal will be one-eyed. He will be blind on one eye, and he was giving the description, the Dajjal will have a bulging eye like a grape. Okay.
Yes, and he believes this, brother.
Yeah, this is the case of all the Sunni. All the Sunni, they believe wholly in those hadith. While the truth is, our beloved Imam has shown us that this hadith is a fake one, and it was put there with the intention to mislead the believers, the Muslim people, so that on the day when the Dajjal, the Antichrist, will emerge, show himself to the people, they will see that nothing is wrong with his eyes, you know. And so first thought that will come into the minds of the people. They say, this can't be possibly be the Antichrist. This must be the real Messiah. So most of the people will follow him. They will embrace him and follow the Antichrist. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. So this is one single point to show you how important the knowledge that was brought by our beloved awaited Mahdi, you know, in order to warn the people of what's coming ahead. And at the same time we have now la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, other people, you know, even on YouTube saying, well, it's not important whether you believe in Imam Mahdi or you don't believe in him, you know, whether you respond to his wallah, this is what I've heard, you know, and I'm really amazed. How can these people claim those things? You know, they don't give any value to the awaited Imam Mahdi, while we see, the supporters, we know now, we realize how important this message and call of our awaited Mahdi alayhi salam.
Absolutely. And it's very crucial to know that this kind of the jinn, they have the ability to transform themselves just like Satan himself.
Exactly.
They're going to appear like Satan. He's going to appear as a goodwill being, good looking, angelic like, and his satanic offspring, the jinn of Satan, they're going to be looking like his angels around him, transform themselves in a way to impress the people and deceive them. But if you fall into it, you lose, because that's the false doctrine that we've been taught, that Dajjal is going to come out with one eye or crossed eye or blind in one eye. These all are false. So when he comes out as good looking with good well-being, it's people that are going to be impressed and won't believe that he is a Dajjal himself, Satan, that is going to deceive the dead and the living, the dead who's going to be resurrected, and the living who survived after the passage of Planet X or Nibiru.
Now, I hope, my main hope is that when Dajjal comes and he has two eyes, and, you know, he's telling the people to worship him, even though, you know, the Sunnis think that Dajjal can't have two eyes, I think they should, I hope at least that they still, you know, would never, you know, yield and listen to a man who's trying to say that he's God. You know, they're still Muslims and they should still, you know, be able to understand that this can't be right.
Brother Idris, you know why I'm laughing? Last night we had a discussion with Brother Ahmed Salmu, you know, and I brought up the topic of the declaration of the Queen Elizabeth recently, after after she declared, you know, that the inheritor of the throne will be Prince William. Okay, and the guy, you know, who made this the video of this news, he said the Muslim people will be very happy, you know. I say I'm not happy about it. And Brother Brother Selmo, he said, oh, he said, you will be surprised how many Muslims will be happy about it, you know. You know, and we said the intention, what could be the intention behind this? That they are, you know, announcing the fact that Queen Elizabeth is a descent of the purified family of our beloved Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him. And I said there is only one thing. She wants to galvanize the Muslim people around the new king once he's, you know, put on the throne, which will be King William. So actually, and in a later stage, it will be the declaration that he is the awaited Imam Mahdi. And so Ahmed Salmo said to me, I'm not surprised, he will have millions of followers of the Muslim people, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's really sad.
And the reason is because the really weighted Imam Mahdi, peace and blessing be upon Nasser Mohammed al-Yemeni, has been among us now for 13 years, calling on the Muslim, please come to the table of discussion, come look at the knowledge that I brought with me, and judge by yourself, you know, but still the response is very, very shy. And la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. What can we do about it? You know, just be patient and we'll see. You know, over to you.
Yeah. Well, it's been a very interesting talk for tonight. And we hope that who are following and listening to us to not take it as a grain of salt, but to take it seriously. What we are talking about, we're not the one who are looking forward just to inherit the bounty of the inner earth. We are seeking to please God. He is being this, sad for thousands of years. As long as the people disbelieve and go in mischief, and God sent them messengers. And then when the messengers call on Allah to save them from the mischief makers and the disbelievers and the wicked satanic people who refuse to yield and believe the truth and follow the truth. So when they call on God to help them, because it becomes very crucial for their survival, because they would plan and plot to kill the messengers and their followers. At that time, Allah would answer their prayer and would bring the chastisements against them. And when they die, go to hell, they start regret and cry and weep and wish they believed when it's too late. And that's why Allah becomes sad for those who regret and be in suffering in hell. And God didn't wrong them. God is the most just. No one can bring justice more than God.
Right.
And no one is more merciful than him. But despite the warnings, they just choose to rebel and follow Satan and end up being in hell. So we're here our goal and our purpose is the exact opposite of Satan and his followers.
Exactly.
Is to please God.
Right.
That's our purpose.
Alhamdulillah.
Before the crossing or after, we have to work hard to bring the people together under one word, which is La ilaha illallah, is to worship Allah alone.
Ameen.
And not to associate with him anything. And to know that God, He's the most merciful, the most loving. He called Himself Al-Wadud, which is more than love.
Right.
Al-Wadud is the compassionate, the most loving, the most merciful. So no matter how much you're going to love your God loves you more. So why would you turn away from who created you and love you and bring to you things without asking?
Well
sustain things to you.
Well said, sister. Jazakallah khair. Thank you very much. Brother Idris, would you like to add something, another comment or something before?
I've been thinking a lot about, what can we do, to strike the hearts of the people, what can we do to make people see or start to see the truth, and we're fighting a very uphill battle, especially if we're talking about, our Christian brothers and sisters who, are believers like us, but have believed in wrong things, who have been taught the wrong methodology for understanding, who I don't think really ponder sincerely and take the time to question their own beliefs. You know, it's almost pride, and the same with our brothers and sisters among the Muslims, and even those who are agnostics or not even religious. There's so many stigmas about religion in general. You know, there's so much disinformation about stuff. You know, I really feel like to actually affect a large amount of people, something really special has to take place. And I'm just wondering if either of you, my brother and my sisters, have any idea or have any inkling on what you think will happen or what you think can be done by us to, you know, maybe even just, you know, affect a small group of people and show them the truth.
I mean, that's our hope and that's our wish, because, you know, our goal is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala become pleased with the whole of the creation, you know. And once that the Creator is pleased, everything enters in His mercy. And that's the goal of our Imam. At least that's the ultimate goal, what he was teaching us. And so we have also to gather around this goal that the Imam, and we hope that people will wake up, you know, and realize, like Sister Radia was just saying, that the most loving is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one else loves you as much as Allah, not even your mother or your father. And so Allah subhanahu wants us for what we are, ourselves. There is even a saying, they say, Allah wants you for yourself and anyone else just wants you for him, you know. So there is always some catch when the people, they like you, is because they expect something back from you. Except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you for what you are, and He gives you everything, and He does not
unconditionally, except only when you rebel and hate His love and work on displease Him, then Allah will forsake you, and you become a target of Satan, and you lose. It's going to be your loss. And God, He didn't wrong you, but you wronged yourself. Right. If I want to explain, if I may continue, yes, please, that our purpose, as our Imam taught us, it's we don't worship God for return. I don't love God and worship Him just to reward me and go to heaven. While I know for a fact that God, He is sad in Himself, how can I go enjoy in His garden and be very rejoicing everything that He gave us while He's sad? So that's why we forbade heaven for ourselves, and we took a covenant with God that we won't be pleased with wherever it is, whether it's the inner earth heaven that we have it here, or the heaven of the hereafter. So it is only material pleasure. It's only a material bliss, while the greatest bliss is the spiritual bliss, which is having God pleased in Himself and happy.
Ameen.
And that's our purpose.
Exactly.
Our happiness is from when Allah is happy. That's why we have to work hard from now to work on pleasing God in this life and in the hereafter. When Judgment Day comes, people will go to hell and people go to heaven, and we refuse to go to heaven, and anything God would display to us, whether it is the kingdom of the heavens and the earth, or the command of be and it'll be, if He would grant it to us, we should refuse all this. What's the good of it, as long as God is in sorrow and in grief and sad, while we are enjoying His kingdom? It's pointless if you want to think about it and know the truth. Yes.
It's because, sister, you know what? It's because the people, they lost this connection. I mean, people in the West, in Europe, in the West, they have been deceived in so many ways that they lost trust in the church, in the talk of religion. So whenever you start talking about their creator, their own creator, it seems that these people don't have any connection. And you know, after all the misinformation, to the point that the people think that the creator is a human being, you know, that's another topic, because this is a trick. They have been led to believe that the creator himself, who is actually nothing is like him, subhanahu. He's the alpha, the omega, he's the first and the last. Nothing is like him, and he still can hear everything and see everything and knows everything. The all-knowing creator, the living God, al-hayy al-qayyum, the living, the sustainer of everything. But the enemies of the truth, you know, who have an agenda in order to prepare the minds of the people for the great deception, they altered and twisted the belief, the real belief and the faith that was brought by the prophet, the messengers of God, like Isa alayhi salam. So first they said that Isa alayhi salam was the son of God, which is a lie, which is really a big lie. And second, they wanted to make of Jesus himself a God in his mother, you know. And Allah Ta'ala, Allah, exalted is Allah on this. The supreme creator of this universe cannot be a human being. So they confuse the minds of the people so that the people cannot make the difference between the creator and his creation anymore. You see. So first of all, in order to bring these people in the West and in the scientific minds, you know, we have got a long way to go. First of all, how can we erase all those false concepts and false ideas from the minds of the people, so that they will pay attention to the importance of what we are talking about, that this creator of the universe did not create them to punish them or to torment them. He created them because he loves them, you know. Whether you are in the West, whether you're Chinese, yellow, black, the creator loves us all equally, you know. The problem is, as I said, with the understanding of these people, and we are confronted by a real big barrier or many barriers before that we can reach the hearts, you know, of these people, so that they at last can pay attention. And I hope this was an answer to what Brother Idris was asking about, what can we do, you know. So
yeah,
go ahead, brother, go ahead. I hope I was not too long, and I'm sorry for you know, brutally disrupting you. Go ahead, the mic is yours.
No, it was a very good answer, man. Thank you. And
yeah, we may add that as our purpose to please God, they think, well, what can we do to please him? And the Imam, he's teaching us in his statements day and night for 13 years. It's very simple. He doesn't want us to sustain God. God, he doesn't need us. He can do without us, but we need him. And our purpose that Allah, he created us for, what's the main purpose of our creation? That's what the Imam is engraving in us, is to worship him for that simple reason. He created us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us to know him, to love him, to value him, and to worship him, him alone, and not associate any with him. That's very simple. He doesn't create us to be punished in hell or to be rewarded in heaven. Right. God created heaven and hell for us. He didn't create us for heaven or for hell. No, he created us for him. And if you don't know this fact, then you wouldn't know your purpose in life. So you need to get to know to the bottom of it and go to your purpose is to please God, know Him, make your relationship with Him. And the only relationship with Him can be connected is through prayers and reading His Word in the Quran or in the Bible and the Torah that we believe in without being altered. The one that we have in between our hands is being altered. Some is true and some is false. And that's why comes the Quran to be the decisive book to let us know which is true and which is false. So you need to expose it and, to compare it with the Quran. If it goes with the Quran, it means from God, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if it's contradicting the Quran, that means it's from Satan. It's from other than God. It's from people who follow Satan and they alter it. But the Quran is being protected and guarded and preserved since since Allah revealed it to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and came down on him till the Day of Judgment. So, because it is the final book and the final message to mankind, and it's for the world, not just mankind, which is the jinn had the chance to know about it and believed. Some of them believed in it and became Muslim, and they are in the southern part of it, of the inner earth. But the demonic satanic jinn, who are the offspring of Satan, they are in the northern part of the inner earth that has the North Pole entrance to it. Right. Anyways, it has been a very pleasure to discuss this.
Well, the same over here, sister. Well, I thank you very much, for accepting to join the discussion tonight. It was very interesting. Thank you for adding all that valuable information. I also thank our brother Idris. Jazakallahu khair. May Allah reward both of you all the best. And
thank you.
I hope,
Ameen.
inshallah, that we see each other very soon, that you'll be joining us on other discussion, because for sure we are just now touching the tip of the iceberg, because there is still so loads and loads of information and knowledge to discover that was brought by our beloved awaited Mahdi Nasser Mohammed al-Yemeni, peace and blessing be upon him. So at the end of this session, thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome. My pleasure, and we will look forward to keep on talking about these topics that help the people for survival. So if you need to survive the passage, it's not by digging a hole in the ground or go in a cave or go into space. No, it's simple. Just connect yourself with your Lord now and ask Him forgiveness and His mercy, and you will survive and you will be safe. So embrace God, embrace God, embrace God. Perfect. With your all heart, with your all soul, with all your love. I urge everyone, just go to the website and inform and educate yourself with this knowledge, that it's valuable, that it's for free. He's not asking you a thing. And you have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.
And have a good day wherever your location is. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh. See you inshallah soon. Yeah, okay, thank you. Goodbye. Bye bye. Assalamu alaikum.
Bye bye.
اخواني اخواتي الكرام، كان هذا اللقاء مع الاخوين ادريس والاخت راضية. ان شاء الله تكونوا قد استمتعتم بهذا اللقاء الليلة، وسأترك الآن المنبر مفتوح، الخط مفتوح. إذا كان بعض الإخوان يريدون مواصلة الحوار باللغة العربية فليتفضلوا، لأني كما قلت أن هذه الليلة خط مفتوح، منبر حر للحوار. فلما كان هنالك اهتمام من المتكلمين باللغة الإنجليزية أعطيناهم المجال، وإن كنتم تريدون المواصلة باللغة العربية فعلى الرحب والسعة. في الانتظار سأضع لكم فاصل موسيقي لحد أن نرى إن كان بعض الإخوان يريدون الاتصال أو سنقفل هذا البرنامج بالنسبة لهذا البث لهذا المساء إن شاء الله. شكرا لكم جميعا. إذا أخواني الكرام نكتفي بهذا القدر بالنسبة للبث الحي لهذه الليلة. نأمل على الله أن تكونوا قد استفدتم من الحوار بالرغم من أنه كان بلغة أجنبية، على أمل أن يجمعنا بكم اللقاء في القريب العاجل. نتمنى لكم ليلة سعيدة. شكرا لكم على الحضور، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.